Welcome back to our Underdog Fantasy Weekly Pick'em right here on YouTube, or if you're watching on Twitter and Instagram. This is our Week 7 Underdog Fantasy Pick'em, and it is always sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. Use code TSB. JR, let everyone know what is so great about NFL betting or NFL fantasy sports on Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah, guys, you just pick higher and lower on all your favorite or least favorite players, and you can win up to 20 times your money in one single night. Underdog keeps it super simple with their easy-to-use website and mobile apps. Pick between 2 and 5 players to fill out your pick'em entry and get every pick right and take home some cold hard cash. Use the code TSP and get your first deposit doubled up to 100 by Underdog.
By next week, I won't smile.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I won't smile.
I messed up last time. So
No, but yeah, guys, as always, it's in the description. Everything is in the description. And as always, follow us on social media, Talking Sports PD, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads.
Yeah, we're on
We
Threads
just started
now.
Threads. That was all on JR, so credit to JR. All graphics, all that stuff. Obviously, its graphics are all done by JR, so shout out to you, man. Nice job on that. And Spotify, Apple Podcast. And if you are ready for the NBA season, about a day or 2 days after this comes out, so depending on when you're listening, about a day or 2 days after, our NBA season preview, a full-length podcast breaking down everything you guys need for the 2023-2024 NBA season. So it's going to be fun, and that will also be on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So if you're the audio guy, check that out. But let's not waste any time here, JR. I was so close last week to going 2 in a row. I was 3 yards off of Kenneth Walker. And as always, you guys can mix and match. Use one of JR's, 2 of mine, 2 of JR's, 1 of mine. But JR, we got to get you rolling. I want to get back on track. So what do you got for everyone on Underdog Fantasy this week?
Yeah, so my 3 picks for the weekend. Oh, my bad. They are Keenan Allen over 77.5 receiving yards. He had 85 last week, had 32 the week before, but then 215. I believe it's going to be a shootout between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Chargers. So I believe, he's going to get a lot of yards there. And because of that, I also have Travis Kelce over 72.5 receiving yards. He had 124 against the Broncos last week. And I believe, I think they're just going to be throwing the ball. Like I said, it's going to be a shootout. And he's Mahomes' favorite target. And then I have Jared Goff over 1.5 touchdowns. He had 2 last week and 3 the week before. They're without David Montgomery. So they're going to be, I think, heavily in the passing game. I know Jahmyr Gibbs will probably play, but he's also a passing back as well. Receiving back, I mean. So I think they're going to throw the ball a ton without David Montgomery. So I'm thinking he's going to hit over 1.5 passing TDs.
Love it. Let's get you on track. And as always, use UnderDogFantasy.com. You can go on your mobile app. You can go on the website. You can do whatever you want. Use code TSB. They'll match your deposit up to $100 starting at $10. So for my week 7, it's already week 7, which is crazy. So for my week 7 Underdog Fantasy, I'm going with Justin Herbert over 1.5 passing touchdowns. I do agree with JR that it's going to be a shootout with the Chiefs and Chargers. I know Herbert's been kind of knocked in the media this week, probably rightfully so, but 2 out of the last 3 weeks, he has hit over the 1.5 passing touchdowns. Even though he struggled against Dallas, he still had 2 passing touchdowns. That's all you guys need. So I got over 1.5. I'm going Bijan Robinson, over a half rushing plus receiving touchdown. So either or, most likely a Russian. And as you guys see, you get the spicy emoji, which means an added profit.
Love those.
Well, it's hit the last 2 weeks. Jordan Addison hit last week. So spicy emoji, if you guys see those give you an added boost. But I got Bijan Robinson. He's due. Hasn't scored a touchdown in his last 3 games. They want to get him more involved in Atlanta. I think this is the week against Tampa Bay. I think he gets in the end zone. And then I'm going the old reliable Terry McLaurin, going up against a Giants defense that is not great, that just let up 100 yards to Stephon Diggs when the Bills offense wasn't even clicking. 2 out of his last 3 weeks for Terry McLaurin. He had 81 yards last week. 2 weeks ago against Philly, he had 86. And 3 weeks ago, against Philly, he had 86. 2 weeks ago against Chicago, he didn't hit 55.5, but he had 49. So he was right there. So 2 out of the last 3 weeks, he's completely skyrocketed this projection. So I think he gets to over 55.5 receiving yards. So Terry McLaurin, Bijan Robinson, and Justin Herbert.
I like it.
JR, before we get out of here, tell everyone, you don't have to read that again, but tell everyone about Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah, guys, use promo code TSP and receive 100% deposit, 10 up to $100. So it'll be bet 10, you get another 10 free play and hopefully win more. So Underdog Fantasy, code TSP. And as well, we're on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Talking Sports PD, and also now Threads. If you're on Threads, I know it died down a little bit, but yeah, so we're on all 4 of those platforms at Talking Sports PD.
Guys, that is going to do it for us. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Road to 5K continues. Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all platforms. Hopefully, you guys enjoy our NBA video. It'll be coming out in a couple of days. And we'll see you guys next Thursday morning for our Week 8 Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. Until then, thank you.